All right, let's dive in. Today, we're tackling a skill that is absolutely essential for anyone using AI, prompt compression. This is the secret to making your AI chats way more powerful and, believe me, a whole lot cheaper. So let's get right to it. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever looked at your bill for using a large language model and felt a little bit of a shock? Yeah. If you're using these incredible tools on the regular, you know how quickly those costs can sneak up on you. And it really all starts with the words you type. Which brings us perfectly to our first section, the high cost of words. We're going to pull back the curtain on this hidden expense that's probably hiding in every single AI conversation you're having. Here's the core idea, and it's super important. With an LLM, you're not doing a free Google search, right? You're paying for computing power. The more you write, the more the AI has to think, and that thinking costs money. It's all measured in these little things called tokens, basically pieces of words, and every single one of them has a tiny little price tag attached. To make this feel a little more real, think about this. On average, it might cost you about $10 to process 1 million input tokens. Now, 1 million sounds like a ton, but check this out. That's roughly the same amount of text as the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. So you can see how if you're throwing big documents or having long back and forth chats with an AI, those costs add up fast. You know, the best analogy I've heard is a taxi. Every extra word you add to your prompt is like telling the driver to take the scenic route. You're just leaving that meter running. You'll probably get to the same place, but a longer, more conversational trip is always going to cost you more. Our goal here is to learn how to take the most direct path. Okay, so if long, rambling prompts are the problem, then what in the world is the solution? Well, welcome to Section 2, Prompt Compression. This right here is the simple secret to writing smarter, more effective, and, you guessed it, cheaper prompts. Now, I want to be clear. Prompt compression isn't just about deleting words for the sake of it. No. It's an art. It's the art of rewriting a prompt to be as lean and efficient as possible, making sure that your core message doesn't just survive, but actually becomes clearer and more powerful in the process. And this slide just says it all, doesn't it? Look at the left. It's perfectly nice, very polite, but it's just so wordy. It's inefficient, and that means it's costly. Now look at the right. Bam. Direct, efficient, and cheaper. You get the exact same result, but with a much smarter journey. That is the magic of compression. So you get the what and you get the why. Now it's time for the how. In Section 3, we're going to get practical with 3 key techniques. Think of this as your new playbook for writing short, powerful prompts starting immediately. And it really is as simple as 1, 2, 3. First up, we're going to remove the fluff. Second, we'll learn to use symbols and shorthand. And third, and this is a big one, we're going to lead with the command. Let's break them down. Okay, technique number 1. This is the easiest one to start doing right away. Just remove the fluff. We're all taught to be polite, say please and thank you. But you got to remember, an LLM is a tool, not your coworker. It doesn't need the pleasantries. In fact, all those extra niceties are literally costing you money. I mean, look at this. I was wondering if you could possibly, that's 8 words of just conversational padding. It adds absolutely zero value to your instruction. It's just pure, costly fluff. And the fix? It's just so simple and clean. Write a subject line. Straight to the point. We just slashed the token count and lost 0 meaning. That is efficiency in action. All right, technique number 2 builds right on top of that. Use symbols and shorthand. This is all about finding clever ways to replace entire words with a single character. It's a game of reduction. So take an instruction like this. We do it all the time without thinking. We spell out and then list the pros and then list the cons. It feels natural when we're typing, but from a cost perspective, it's just incredibly redundant. Now, look at that. So much better. Just by using that one little forward slash, we've replaced a bunch of words with a single character. It feels like a tiny change, I know, but when you start doing this everywhere, it adds up to some really massive savings over time. And our final technique is all about structure. It's simple. Lead with the command. This means you tell the AI what you want it to do before you give it the stuff to do it with. This one little shift in how you write can make a huge difference. A really common mistake is to just paste a giant wall of text, and then only at the very end tell the AI what you want. Think about it. You're making the model read through all that stuff without even knowing what its goal is. That's super inefficient. The much better way? Put the command right up front. Create 3 tweets from this blog post. Instantly, the AI knows its mission. Its goal is framed from the very first word, and that often gives you not just a cheaper result, but a more focused and accurate one too. All right, let's wrap this all up. In our final section, we're going to pack everything we just learned into your very own smart prompting toolkit. These are the key takeaways you can literally start using on your very next prompt. So here it is, your new toolkit. Rule 1, long prompts are expensive. Just burn that into your brain. 2, compression is your new best friend. It's about saying more with less. 3, be ruthless. Cut out all that conversational filler. 4, get friendly with symbols and shorthand. 5, always put your main command first. And finally, number 6, make it a habit. Before you hit send, just take 2 seconds to review your prompt and see if you can make it shorter. And that's really it. You've got the tools, you've got the techniques, you are now fully equipped to stop wasting money and start talking to AI in a way that is smarter, cheaper, and frankly, just way more effective. So this all brings us to one final, really important question. AI is this tool with just mind-boggling potential. So now that you know how to use it more efficiently and more affordably, the only thing left to ask is, what amazing things are you going to go build with it?